It's Tuesday morning, the 5th of May, 2026. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. Gulf Coast weather quiet today, but in a more active period for the middle and end of the week. Looks like we could see some showers and thunderstorms and the possibility of a stronger storm or two. Let's start to break this down. We're going to start off with the upper air analysis. This is at 18,000 feet up, about 18,000 feet up in the atmosphere. And what we see is a building ridge over Mexico in Texas. Here's a hint: anytime you get a ridge like this, it gets a little warmer. And I think as we head into Wednesday, especially for us, temperatures are going to be soaring a bit. So, something to look to there. And then we're going to look at our next system that blows in here. That'll give us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. So here's the national water vapor imagery right now. Over the ridge over Texas, you have some clouds spilling over there, and you're going to notice a couple of clouds in the sky today, upper level, mid level clouds there. So it should be a pretty sky. Remember, if you have any sunrise, sunset photos, sky photos, do send them in to us. Email, social media, and whatnot. Here's surface analysis. Notice high pressure centered well off to our east over the Atlantic. So we're starting to get into more southerly flow locally. National satellite radar. There's nothing going on across the region. It's actually mostly clear across the region right now. You have to look well off to our north and west. And Arkansas, Missouri to see any action. There's the current conditions as of 6 o'clock this morning. 56 degrees in Mobile, 49 in Montgomery, 58 though in Birmingham, a little milder there. So the temperature's a little cooler this morning. And you know what? Our cool spot's verified. Thinking of our forecast lows from last night and our forecast yesterday, we were saying how some of these areas, especially in Conecuh and Escambia counties in Alabama, going to get a little cooler here. 47 Evergreen, 48 Bruton, 46 Ann Atmore. So definitely 40s in the cooler spots this morning. National alerts. You do see note a freeze watch for portions of Colorado, and that's western Kansas there. Of course, across the region, we are quiet right now and not a lot going on. The National Severe Weather Outlook today does show that we will have stuff going on later on today for portions of Texas, Oklahoma, mainly over Arkansas, though, where we have a level 2 slight risk of severe storms. Then it's our turn. So things start to get interesting Wednesday into Thursday here. This is the Wednesday outlook, and you see a slight risk position from central to North Alabama, central to North Mississippi, portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. Looking at our local risk here, the marginal level 1 risk includes essentially the counties away from the coast in the Fox 10 viewing area: Greene County, Washington County, Clark County, Monroe County. Remember, this outlook is valid until 7 a.m. on Thursday. So we're going to cover all that period there with this outlook and a marginal risk. And I will mention that all modes of severe weather seem possible. And note the tornado risk actually has a hatch, an intensity 1 hatching off to the northwest. What that means is a couple stronger tornadoes are possible there. EF2 tornadoes cannot be ruled out. Now, the odds, the probabilities, if you look at the colors there, the green and the brown, those are not the highest probabilities on the board, but they're notable. So it's something that we'll be watching there. And I do think once we get to Wednesday evening and night, off to our northwest, we will see some stronger storms going on, and you will see that in the modeling. We'll take a look at that in a second. Then on day 3, this is Thursday. So Thursday starting at 7 a.m., going till Friday 7 a.m., we do have that marginal risk that covers the rest of the area essentially, except for the immediate coast. And there again, possibility of a couple stronger thunderstorms. I think the main threat there would be some gusty winds. Can't rule out some hail, but of course we'll keep an eye on all threats. We will break it down in the modeling. First of all, let's look at rainfall over the next 7 days. And oh my goodness, 2 inches, maybe higher than 3 inches in some parts of Alabama here. So a couple of rounds, or at least a really healthy round as we head towards the end of the week, that gives us a good soaking rain. Hopefully that is good because the drought monitor situation is not great. All right, let's go to modeling. This is the European forecast model that we're going with. This is the look valid at the afternoon here on Tuesday, 4 p.m. You can see the ridge starting to slide off to the east. Remember, we looked at the ridge in the upper level charts earlier. That's starting to slide off to the east. So I think today for us locally, it's a quiet day, mostly sunny with a few passing clouds. Temperatures extremely warm in the afternoon. Well, not extremely warm. It's just going to feel warm here. Upper 70s and low 80s. By the way, down at the beach today, low risk of rip currents. That does increase to a moderate risk of rip currents tomorrow. Uh, Overall, it is quiet on our Tuesday. Tuesday is the last quiet day before things get more interesting. Here's Wednesday. The upper air look shows a ridge over us, so I do think warmer on Wednesday with highs definitely in the 70s and 80s. And you can see showers and thunderstorms starting to get going off to our northwest. This is valid at 4 p.m., 21Z on Wednesday. Let's look at the Cape. You see the Cape is higher in those yellows off to our northwest over Mississippi. So that's where we're starting to see the boundary, this front coming in and generating those showers and thunderstorms. So again, this is where that slight risk area is on Wednesday. So Wednesday into Wednesday evening, Wednesday night areas just off to the northwest of the Fox 10 viewing area dealing with active thunderstorms. This is Wednesday afternoon at 4. Notice across our local area we have scattered showers. It may be a rumble of thunder. I think in the evening I can't rule out a rumble of thunder, a thunderstorm, and possibly a decent thunderstorm or stronger thunderstorm for those northwestern counties, Greene, Washington, Clark County. Some of the modeling consistently showing that here. As we go to 10 p.m. here, though, I think the strongest thunderstorms, at least based on the models right now, are outside of the Fox 10 viewing area. You see those, look, it's across central Mississippi there, the cluster of like one, two, three, four, kind of five ish, or stronger, almost supercell looking thunderstorms. And I think as we head to the evening time, we're going to see an increase in the wind shear on top of ample instability. So that's going to be kind of a core time for us to see some strong thunderstorms, not locally, but of course just off to our northwest across central Mississippi. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer storm relativity. This is a low level shear, and it's there. There's definitely some low level shear, and I've noticed that also significant tornado parameter values are elevated off to our northwest. So that's going to be something we're watching in that like early overnight period, Wednesday night into Thursday. That's just outside of our Fox 10 viewing area, though. Once we get to 7 o'clock in the morning on our Thursday. This is valid at 7 a.m. The thunderstorms are starting to drift south, and even in the morning, we could see a couple of stronger thunderstorms. So, what's going to happen on Thursday is the boundary is going to move from north to south, and the thunderstorms are going to move from north to south. There's the Cape in the morning on Thursday, and it's there, and you can see the lightning flash density. So, where the thunderstorms aren't going inland on our Thursday morning, those will progress off to the south as we go through the day. So through the day on Thursday, a high chance for rain, a high chance for thunderstorm, and a couple of those thunderstorms could be strong. Again, it is a low and marginal risk, but it's something we'll keep an eye on. I do not think that we will see the same action that we're seeing Wednesday night off to our northwest, but we're going to see a couple of stronger thunderstorms and definitely some beneficial heavy downpours. So no need to worry about any significant severe weather as we head into Thursday, but definitely some heavy downpours going on and thunderstorms, which I think would be beneficial for us because we definitely need the rain. Hopping over to Friday, the front stalls along the coast and another wave passes along the front. So Friday afternoon, I think the period overnight Thursday night into Friday morning's quiet, a little less rain coverage, but then the rain coverage picks up, especially on Friday afternoon, with temperatures generally in the middle 70s. And even here, lightning flash density product showing some thunderstorms possible there on Friday. And I think it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday forecast looks like more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here we go. We're going to go to Saturday now. Another little short wave goes along the flow here. So more chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Um, and really, even on Saturday morning, we start with scattered showers already in place, and then even into the afternoon on Saturday, it looks like scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible. Temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. And there you can see the Cape lightning flash density, so scattered showers and thunderstorms on the board for your Saturday. And then here, getting to Sunday, the flow still shows we're in a pattern of scattered showers and thunderstorms. So Your Saturday and Sunday, if you have plans, prepare for spotty rain. Then as we push this along, by the way, there's the lightning flash density product for Sunday afternoon at 4. Finally, we're done with this. You can see here the trough pushes off to the east, and this is Monday. Monday, still a possibility of some scattered showers, but I think a lot of this is kicking off to our east, looking at the lightning flash density of thunderstorms moving off to our east. And then this is next Tuesday, the 12th of May, drier air moving in, northwest low aloft, high pressure in control. It's going to be a mostly sunny day there. That is next Tuesday. Next Wednesday, you can see quiet. Looks like partly sunny skies for us with temperatures generally in the 80s. And then going 10 days out here, this is next Thursday, the 14th. It looks like we are generally quiet, almost uh, starting to look almost like summer there with the possibility, especially off to our west, of a couple of pop up rain showers. So the active period, uh, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with things calming down on Monday. The next Tuesday and Wednesday, definitely looking calmer. So here's the rainfall, and it looks like we could have some beneficial rainfall on that period Wednesday, Thursday, really mostly on Thursday for us here locally. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all just seeing increasing rainfall totals here on the models. Looking at that blue bar down at the bottom, if you haven't seen this chart before, the blue bar is the mean of the European AI version ensembles showing rainfall for Mobile, and you can see that we get up to around 2.5 inches after the active period through next Monday. And then looking beyond that, the mean takes us up to around 3 inches. So I think that would be great and very beneficial for us. Good news that we have these rain chances in the forecast. Temperature wise, temperatures start to get held down a little bit as the front passes, especially there on Friday, and we have active weather going on. By Saturday and Sunday, with the scattered showers and thunderstorms, I think we're going to have a little more of a warm and almost early summery feel with the scattered showers and thunderstorms going on. Temperatures there in the middle 80s. Then early next week, Monday, Tuesday, as the drier air pushes in here, especially Tuesday, I think we'll notice the drier air, 83 degrees in the afternoon, 60 degrees in the morning. Here's the temperature outlook. This is valid May 12th through 18th, and it does look like now slightly warmer than normal temperatures will be possible during that period. So something we'll look for there. All right. If you have any weather photos, send them to us. Email, social media, Fox 10 Weather app. If you have any sunrise, sunset photos, please send those in. It's a busy day for us here at Fox 10 as we're going to be doing the Hurricane Awareness Tour happening today in Mobile at Mobile International Airport. We'll be there pretty much all day. If you are planning on coming out to the event, we will all be there. So come out and see us. We'll just be walking around, getting some stuff prepared for our hurricane special that will be happening as we begin hurricane season on Fox 10. So, gathering some content there. It is going to be a very busy day for us. We will see you on Fox 10 later today. But for now, have a great Tuesday.